today, Major General in the Reserves, Amos Gilead. He is he's the head of the IPS, the Institute for Policy and Strategy at the IDC in Herzliya. He is also the head of the famous Herzliya conference that, because of the situation this year, has been difficult to follow through. But I know, as a participant in many past years, what a fantastic institution that is. General Gilead also has an incredible military background, over 30 years, predominantly in military intelligence, but amongst the other roles, also served as military secretary, Prime Minister and Defense Minister. Yitzhak Rabin was also the head of COGAT, an organization that coordinates civilian activities for the Palestinian population within the. And General Amos Gilead, when he was serving as the head of the political military wing within the Ministry of Defense. And just to kind of to acquaint people, this office sits on the famous 14th floor of the Ministry of Defense, alongside the minister himself and the Director General, perhaps the three most important positions in the defense establishment. And I know that General Amos Gilead held that role for over a decade, with numerous ministers of defense, one of the constants in developing Israel's security strategy. So it's fantastic for him to join us today and to share his wisdom. I'm going to ask him to start and to speak, say a few words as we advertise this, essentially about the issue of Israel applying its sovereignty or extending or annexation. Choose your verb to fit your persuasion. But afterwards, we encourage questions, and I want to open it out to discuss a whole range of other regional security issues as well. So on that note, Major General Amos Gilead, thank you very much. Over to you.
You're most welcome. And I would like to begin with annexation, as you asked me. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you well.
I'm considering the annexation plan as a threat to our national security, the national security of Israel, just like that. Why? Because we do have so many challenges in our plate, and we need to prioritize them. And I've served decades, as you've mentioned, in many sensitive jobs. We need very powerful army, and we do have the IDF, but power is not physical power only. Power is also wisdom. And we do have unique achievements based on wisdom. For example, we do have unbelievable security and defense and intel cooperation with our neighbors, the Arab countries. They used to be our worst enemies. And they have become our best, I don't know to use it, friends even, or partners for sure. And our cemeteries are so wide because of the wars between Israel and them. Instead of trying exterminating Israel, now we are in one alliance. That's a unique achievement. I took part in building up of this alliance, and it's incredible. Let's take, for example, the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Because of the alliance between us and them, it's not written alliance, it's undeclared, but very powerful. We do enjoy strategic depths until the border between Iraq and Jordan. I mean, the whole area, the West Bank or Judea and Samaria, Jordan River, the mountainous area, the capital of Jordan is safe haven potential for terror, and eastward, the desert, and the border used to be with Daesh. All the variety of terror organizations keep trying to visit us, namely to kill Israelis, mainly Jews. And they want to use Jordan. Daesh, ISIS, Sunni, Al-Qaeda, other Sunni terror organizations, Iran, Hezbollah, who is not? All of them keep failing. One of the main reasons is Israel's capability, but the capabilities, the formidable capabilities of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan are major pillar in this successful building structure. It means practically that we are facing with Jordan 300 or even more kilometers, very long border I mean in Israeli terms. It is very easy to use Jordan against Israel. And based on this cooperation, we are enjoying unbelievable, historic, unique success against terror. And we are not facing today Eastern Front like we used to have. So why we need to provoke the Jordanians? They are so angry with the plan of annexation because they are considering it as part of the, it's called in Arabic mu'amara. Mu'amara is conspiracy. That is called in Arabic Watan al-Badil, the alternative state, namely no more Hashemite kingdom and some kind of entity of Palestinian state. The moment it might, if it happens, it will be disaster to the whole area, not to Israel. With other states, with Egypt. Egypt is a leader of the Middle East, the Arab Middle East. That's my judgment. We used to be the worst enemies. Now we do have wide partnership. Without Egypt, there is no cooperation with anybody in the Arab world. That's what I think. You can argue with me, but that's my judgment. Also with Saudi Arabia, with Gulf states. I mean, we have built with them and they have built with us. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so we have built unbelievable alliance. It saves Israel unique billions of dollars that we can focus, enable us to focus on Iran, not talking about the blood itself. So if we do enjoy such achievement, why we need to endanger it? Second pillar is the Palestinian Authority. Palestinian Authority is product of a political agreement between Israel and the PLO. Maybe it's very difficult to achieve peace. However, the peace plan is considered by the Palestinians as closing the horizon. If there is no horizon, they will not cooperate. And I do think that the Palestinian Authority gradually will fade away the moment we declare annexation. They won't be ready to be collaborators of the Israeli occupation, like they say. Now we are enjoying, and I can compare it, we are enjoying unprecedented tranquility vis-a-vis terror in the West Bank and Israel. It's unbelievable. I can compare it to decades ago. Now, the main reason is our unique capabilities of our intelligence, but very important, contribution is done by the PA. First of all, they are running the civilian issues. If there is violence among them, they are taking care. And they are against terror. Abu Mazen, unlike his predecessor, Arafat, is by definition, his definition, against terror. That's why there is coordination. I mean, as I understand them, they cannot stand or tolerate annexation because it shuts down, closes the horizon, political horizon. That's the raison d'etre of the Palestinian Authority. Without raison d'etre, there is no Palestinian Authority. So it will pave the way for direct occupation. Who will pay for it? You know how much I used to be what is known as a coordinator of the territories. It's like Abu Mazen without being elected. He was not elected and I was not elected. Believe me, direct burden of running the life of the Palestinians under occupation, it's economic and multi-dimensional disaster. Another issue, I'm totally afraid that we might lose our, Israel is Jewish democratic state. There is no alternative. If we lose it, we are doomed for long run. if we annex the Palestinians, there will be another 3 million Palestinians in Israel. And in Gaza, Hamastan, it's a matter of time when they will provoke us in a way that we might take over them. So we will remain a Jewish democratic state of Israel? I doubt it. Another issue that I'm really concerned, that Hamas keeps saying, the only solution for Israel is terror and violence, and Israel must disappear, must. Abu Mazen says the opposite. If Abu Mazen fails, Hamas will argue, you see, historically, we are right. When I've seen Jibril Rajoub and Salah Harouri from Hamas in press conference, you know who is Salah Harouri? He's one of the violent guys in Hamas. He is in Beirut. He tried 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, he has built wide infrastructure of terror in Israel, and as bonus, they conspired to murder Abu Mazen. Now we are uniting them. It's crazy, they are enemies. Why we need to unite them? Again, what is the benefit? I don't see it. Why we need all these ceremonies of annexation? You have free hands, the world is busy, and other issues with United States. Maybe today United States supports what they support, I don't know. And if in November 3rd or January 20th, around 2:00 p.m. United States time, there will be Biden president, he can change the policy of US in 2 minutes. And we are losing the bipartisan support. Now, we do have the friend, you know, Mr. Johnson, PM of United Kingdom. If he thinks he needs to write to the public of Israel, as the 1st of July, the day of annexation, so-called, it's weakening Israel. We are not going to have a better friend in London or in other countries or Germany. We are uniting EU against us. I mean, why we need it? And there are other international courts and so on. Altogether, we are initiating, without any reason, without any logics, something that will never work. And if it works, it will unite the Arabs and Americans maybe, and Europe and others, and will increase the prestige of our enemies. Now about our enemies. I was privileged to present to Mr. Netanyahu as Prime Minister in 1996, the last century. It's like archaeological sharing with you. The assessment about Iran as the main enemy of Israel. Iran is determined to destroy Israel. And they are working in 2 main fronts, the nuclear and regional fronts, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq. They are also embodied threat to the Arab world that Sunni Arab world that is so important to our national security and also to the national security of the world. We will increase the prestige of Iran. We will weaken ourselves. It reminds me when I used to be major in much better look, there was the 82 war, the Lebanese war, that was fiasco, and we failed there, and never take initiatives that are doubtful. Now they say, you know, we annexed Golan Heights, American embassy. It's not the same. I can analyze it, I skip on it. The writing is on the wall. I'm convinced totally that we must prevent this annexation idea, and it must go to the garbage of history. It's so dangerous to the national security of Israel. There is no reason to do it. There is no benefit. So why we need to do it? I think we don't need. So that's my opening remarks.